All right. Welcome, everyone. It's Playconomy! I'm one of your hosts, Tyrannosaurus Rex, joined by the illustrious Beccatron, as always. And we are here today with Grant, the co-founder, creator of everything zombie within Undead Blocks. I will let you tell a way better story about yourself.
Ryan, try to say my last name. Let's see if you get it right. We practiced this.
Haseley, yay.
No.
Haseley.
I met Beck in NFT NYC. I think she can do it.
Okay.
Haseley?
Let's see
Grant
Becca.
Haseley?
Oh my God.
Haseley.
Oh, God, no.
We're getting off to a great start here.
Well,
Haseley.
no,
It's very German.
All right. You can tell we've done our research. Let's just put it out there. We have clearly prepped for today's Playconomy. But thank you all for jumping in. We're really excited to have everyone. We're going to be digging in. We're going to be killing zombies. We're going to be having a good time. But before we dig in, I assume the Undead Blocks, number one, you have an excellent sign behind you. But the Undead Blocks community is very familiar with who you are. But to everyone else, the Blockworks community, tell us a little bit about yourself. Regale us with the tale, if you will.
That's what I love doing. I appreciate you guys having me on the show, really. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a couple months now. So for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Grant Haseley. I'm the executive director, founder of Wagyu Games in conjunction with Undead Blocks. Undead Blocks is going to be the world's first play-to-earn zombie shooter. It's fully built in Unity. Our game is fully live, fully functional. It's fun to play. You can head to our website at undeadblocks.com or wagyu.io. You can download it from there. We're actually hosting our first tournament next Friday. Paid tournament.
Pay attention. This is big, important news.
It's decent news. So yeah, we're hosting our first tournament, $20,000 to NFT holders next Friday through Sunday in conjunction with Overworld, our esports gaming partner. So we're going to go into all that today, but I want to thank you guys for having me. It's an absolute pleasure. I've been watching your show for a long time and just happy to talk about play to earn, what we're doing, what makes us so special and unique, and just take questions from your audience and have a good time. So thanks for having me.
Of course. You're too kind. I like to think that I'm pretty good, but Becca always keeps me a little bit more down to earth. So yes. So thank you. I think the best way to do this, just like we always say every week, we love desserts first because fuck them vegetables. Let's get right into the gameplay, show off what we're doing here. And while I am showing everyone how good I am at first-person shooter zombie games, why don't you regale us a little bit with the lore and everything like that goes on with this game?
So we'll start with lore, with the financials of how we got to this point. So we've been working on Undead Blocks for the last 11 months. We have 50 full-time developers that are working on this game between Wagyu Games in conjunction with Keveroo Games. You guys might have heard of Keveroo. They worked on some small projects in the past you've probably heard of. Fortnite, Star Wars, Tales of the Galaxy's Edge. So they're a heavy-hitting studio, and we have 50 full-time devs, and we are actively hiring. So anyone in the audience that is into game development, whether it's Unreal, UE5, UE4, Unity, give me a call. But from our perspective, we've been doing this for 11 months. What you're looking at right now is the beta version of Undead Blocks. For those of you that are familiar with COD Zombies, it looks very similar. Left 4 Dead, similar vibe. Sprinkles of Resident Evil in there. And so what we want to do is we don't even want to let the world know about free game. So from our perspective, we need to get
There's someone behind you.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm going into financials, but
sorry. No, we gotta keep it honest. This is a gaming show after all.
It's not an easy game, guys. It's not an easy game, and so that's exactly the vibe we're going for, because we don't want people to know this is a Web3 game. We want this to be a Web2 game with Web3 sprinkles in it, right? We want people to feel like they're playing an actual game. Yeah. Hashtag Web3 benefits.
Luxury benefits. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The first word that comes to mind when I see this is definitely not boring. I think I would probably be screaming right now if it was me playing this game.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm only in round 1, and I already feel like I'm losing.
He looks like he's a dinosaur. He's slithering around the map. So I mean, I can help you get more ammo. I can get weapons for you if you need it.
So luckily, I was watching Kurt the Banter play this on his video that he shared, so I know where the MP5 is. But that's about it.
Some research.
Yeah.
And the guys in the chat, it's always going to be a little laggy. I mean, there's 3 of us. We're all in different parts of the world. Like, he's also streaming live. He's actually playing. He's connected to our server right now. So this is actually being brought to you guys via Photon, leveraging AWS. And so this is actually live on a server. So it's always going to be a little bit laggy when there's the amount of, the amount of people that we have on stream. But I can assure you, it does not lag in person.
I mean, I also just feel like on live stream, like with StreamYard, it's so hard because I have this happen to me with things when I'm presenting, like pixel streaming demos and things. People are like, why is there a lag? And I'm like, it's literally going through so many different devices. So
it's being bounced around.
I'm also going to blame lag, even though lag is not the problem, for my amazing skill at this game, showing off how I'm just killing all these people.
You can also tease some of the feel free to tease some of the skins by clicking U if you're on mouse and keyboard.
All right.
From Keveru.
You.
Grant, do you love zombies? Like what when you kind of thought about this, was this like, what do you think?
I look, I was a big COD Zombies player growing up. I was someone who was the guy that was going through all the Easter eggs, trying to follow the story. I mean, when Rick Toffin blew up the moon, as just, Ryan blows up his game right there.
I will say, this is the first time I made it to round 2. I'm glad I did that live. So here we are. All right, while we wait for this to load again, I'll bring all of our faces.
I was intrigued by the thought of a zombie game. You're looking at what can sell, right? What can people get into that kind of, brings a little bit of chill up their spine, but it's fun, it's addicting, it's a simple gameplay loop, something where you don't have to be too invested in what's going on to actually enjoy. And I figured that COD Zombies would be a really good place to start. I mean, you consider OG COD Zombies lasted 15 years and 32 maps. They had about 35 million daily active players at the height of COD Zombies alone. Not many people know this. In terms of the COD Zombies mobile game, they actually pulled it because it was too popular. It was taking away from the regular Call of Duty mobile because they didn't have a way to monetize it in the App Store. So they actually pulled it. So if you want to see where we're headed, wink, wink, we'd love to get to that instance where we have a mobile PC and Mac. But for now, we really want to focus on PC and Mac. And when I was putting this concept together, I saw what was going on with Axie, right? And I figured, having a math degree, working in data science, working at GS, working in securities lending, I figured I could use the knowledge that I had built up in, the Web 2 corporate America world and develop a simpler tokenomics model. We just needed a fun game. And so that's where, we raised about $2.5 million in pre-funding between our NFT sale as well as the, with our seed round investors to develop a game on the fly where it's something fun, it's something fresh, it's something engaging, and it's an esports vibe. We're doing our pistol speed run. This really hasn't been done before where you're having a zombie killing fest. It's kind of like Formula One time trials. That's where we want to start into, obviously moving into multiplayer, but that's really where the inspiration came from.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. I just have to ask, when you were originally graduating from your university and you're like, I'm going out into the world with a math degree, like what did you think was going to happen?
I had no idea what the fuck was going to happen. This is what I told. Look, I'm a very unique person. I grew up on a farm in it says Sanborn, New York on the top left when you fire up the game again. And so, I grew up very much in small
we might
town
have you make a run too, so
if I can milk the cow too, if you want, I can bring one out here. I'm multitask,
right.
But yeah. So I mean, I'm from a very small part of the world. I actually went to school at the University of Buffalo. I dual majored in math and data science, just biostatistics. I actually started my career as an actuary, trying to essentially price risk for insurance companies, and so. I had no idea what the fuck was going to happen. I was doing as I was told from my advisor, saying like, look, you're a very smart guy. You're very determined. This is a really cool career for you. And then when I realized this insurance is boring as hell. So it's like, okay, so
this is a cool career.
Yeah, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. So then I went to Goldman Sachs, was very successful there. I was managing an order book, doing securities lending, essentially working with large pension funds, other large ecosystem funds like Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock, California State Educator Retirement Fund. And I was making a lot of rich people richer. And it didn't really give me any sort of purpose in my life. I just kind of felt like
that was a really good round.
Like Ryan there, I was dying. And so everything was fine. So then I went to M&T Bank. I moved back home to Western New York just because that's where I'm from. I spent some time in New York City growing up, and I wanted to be closer. I can just go back and forth. I was managing a group of 7. I was doing FP&A, data analytics. Again, there's a theme here. Like I was working at these companies, making other people richer. And I was like, boy, my life fucking sucks. And if you looked at it from an outside lens looking in, you're saying, oh, Grant's doing everything right. This is what he's building an awesome life for himself. But this isn't what I want to do. And I can tell you guys straight up, from me to you, like working on this game for the last 11 months has brought me more joy and passion than anything I've ever done in my life. And so that's why we've done this. That's why we've come so far. That's why your game looks really good. And it's only going to get better from here.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm excited. Well, all right. Why don't you pull up the game so we can see someone who's better at playing first-person shooters than myself while we grill you with some interesting questions.
You guys want me to show off the new build, huh?
Yeah! Hey, to all of you Undead Blocks fans out there.
It's gonna take me a minute. So while I pull this up, because I have to log in, give the group. There's a lot of Undead Blocks contingent I can see in the chat. Give them more about Play Economy, how you guys started, a little bit more about you guys.
Yeah, so I mean, just like you, so one of the things is we are, I'm not moonlighting as a Play Economy host, I work for Blockworks, and so one of the things that I think is really interesting is how much GameFi is exploding, kind of in the crypto/investor oriented area. So I saw this kind of cool little niche, and then also I have 2 small children, so I never get to play video games anymore because my life is just now diapers and nap time. So I created a show so that way I had 1 hour a week dedicated to playing video games with cool people, if nothing else. So that is where Play Economy comes from. And then I invited Becca along because she's wonderful and amazing and has actually like a cooler history than I do, which is just babies and I want to play video games.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that I too wanted an excuse. I feel like my greatest regret of my life thus far is putting down video games when I was younger, because I thought I was not getting any social skills and it was not social and I was never going to make money from it. And I was so freaking wrong about that. So it's nice to come kind of full circle and like be back in a game world and have an excuse to play video games. But Grant, I mean, it's kind of funny, like, Ryan's genesis to start Play Economy as part of Blockworks is that Blockworks is kind of like your old work career, right? It's like a lot of vegetables, right? Very, financial, a little like dry, institutional.
You gotta eat your vegetables at one time.
Yeah, you have to have them, but it was like nice to have something that was fun and playful. So I think that's how Play Economy came about. So we're excited to deliver alpha and play some.
And then it's honestly really cool because I get to like play all these games and get builds, and it's fun to actually because one of the reasons that I know. Oh yeah. Well, now I have for work. I have to go out and buy, one of the top tier razors. And what's happily enough, 1090. With happily enough, right now, all these GPUs and all these different cards are going on a fire sale because all the crypto is tanking. So hey, there's the time to get in and build.
Get your miners while they're hot.
Yeah, this is it right here. But yeah, so and while you're pulling this up too, I think what's really cool is, we've had other games on here that all have, they're like, we're going to make a really good game, and then the tokenomics will kind of come and it'll foster a good relationship with the gaming economy and everything. But you're approaching it from a completely novel way in comparison to every other game that we've seen out there. So like, I know the Undead Blocks guys know this through and through, and gals, excuse me. It's 2022.
We have women on the team
together. Ryan. I know, get your shit together, Ryan. But I'd love to hear that for the Blockworks audience and kind of how you're approaching that in comparison while you're furiously coding and pulling up this beta build.
I'm getting rubbed by our developers because it's making me download an update, so it's going to take like 15 minutes. But it's downloading. We'll get it done, and then we got 45 minutes here. So
here, I'll try and pull up another round for myself as well.
Yeah, you pull up another round. I can share my screen. It literally says update, which is frustrating. But I did not realize that. But we'll get some gameplay, and we'll show the new version, which has the pistol speed run. I'll try to complete it as fast as I can for you guys. So, all right. But yeah, I mean, from our perspective, we find the most talented developers in these third world emerging market countries, and we overcompensate the hell out of them compared to what they were doing before. And so that's how we win. That's how this game looks so smart. We have Keveroo Games in our back pocket, they have developers that worked on Fortnite. Season 10 skins of Fortnite completely done by Kevroo Games. And so you're not seeing that from a lot of these other Web3 games. You're seeing a lot of teasers, a lot of trailers that are built by studios that probably cost 150, 200K, but then they actually don't know how to follow through on the game. And one thing I also talk about a lot is they're not in their Discords. They're not in their Telegram chats. They're not physically listening to gamers. I've probably spoken to 25,000 gamers over the last 11 months, polling them, talking to them. What do you like? What do you not like? And the resounding theme of what people want is they want to compete. They want to compete and they want to build, or they want to do both. They do not want to not feel engaged. If they're not going to feel engaged, they're going to go to the mall with their friends. They're going to go play another game. They're going to go hang out with whoever. They're just not going to invest in your ecosystem. And I get every Web3 game has its own niche, right? You're looking at something like Illuvium. That's, they just pulled off a $72 million land sale. If you pull our community and say, are you going to pay $7,000 for a weapon? A lot of them right now are going to tell us no, straight up. Like, if we want to talk about mass adoption, and look, I love Illuvium, but it's just one example. You see a lot of other games that are following this similar model with the scarcity land approach. And so we went about this saying, what do FPS gamers want? And they want to be able to own their skins. They want to be able to buy, sell, and trade their skins. And they want to be able to compete. They're really tired of watching these esports competitions, looking on the outside in, but there's only 0.1% of people in the world that really have access to the money in some of these prize pools. And so we've tried to take all of that feedback and build this economic model where our NFT holders can compete every day. Doesn't matter how good you are, as long as you have a weapon, you're going to be able to compete for big money.
I love that. Well, it's good to know you guys are listening, because I think that that's one of the problems with a lot of these games is everyone's like, if we build it, they will come. And it's like, no, that's not really true. Like, you have to ask people to see what they're comfortable with and what they want to do. So I think that that's a good precedent to have. And that's probably part of your background, right? It's like you're used to, gathering data and deriving insights from that data. So it's like, why would you not collect as much data through this process as possible? To tailor something.
Look at that math degree coming in handy all of a sudden. Here we go.
All this time, it's just been sitting there gathering dust. But no, Beck's right. I mean, from our perspective, so many people come into this industry and think they know it all and think they can predict what people want. And they kind of shove their ideology down their community's throats and say, this is good for you. Some of these other large play to earn games come out and say, if our game is good enough, but people are earning that. And I vehemently disagree with that, because what define game? If you look it up in the dictionary, I don't know what the definition is from Webster or from Ryan himself, but I bet it would say having fun, challenging, competing. That's really what people want. These Web2 gamers, everyone wants to talk about these two words, which I hate, which is mass adoption. And so they want to talk about mass adoption, and then they keep the gate to all these people that only have money. And so where is the conundrum here? Also, you have a lot of people investing in projects that aren't doxed, that are fully anonymous, that could pull the rug at any time. And now you're seeing this conundrum where everyone wants Web3 to be decentralized, autonomous, but then they're flocking towards projects with good backing, with good relationships, partners, and good backers. So from our perspective, it's just making sure we understand what our community wants. Do they want to be able to play for fun and free, or own their items and earn? Yes. Do they want to have the gate left by the traditional 1% that want to try to come in, take advantage of the ecosystem, watch it cannibalize itself and fail? The answer is a hard no.
Well, something I want to touch on when you kind of talk about the scarcity land model, because when I was at a lunch that Angela Dalton from Signum Growth did during NFT NYC, and John Linden from Mythical Games was one of the kind of like guests, and he was kind of speaking a bit, but he's like, by nature, if you want to onboard millions or billions of people, you can't have a game with scarcity economics built in, because how are you going to have enough people come? And I see this time and time again with metaverse projects where people are like, there are only 10 of these houses, so these are going to go for the most amount of money because everyone's going to be here. And I'm like, what makes you think that? You know, it's like, I think you can't build something with the expectation that, or just because you build it, there are gonna be millions of people there. It has to be fun. And it's even like the internet, right? And in my mind, like, people didn't really want to use computers at first, but it's like when you have, you know, Google as like the Rosetta Stone of all information, right? And you can find any information online. You can buy things, like, you can connect with friends. There are real reasons to be online, right? It's kind of like you have to bring that into a game. It's like people want to be social, they want to compete. They want some kind of like incentive, right? Which in this case would be some like reward from a tournament. They also want, you know, they want ownership, but like, it's like you have to mold all of those things into a game, and you can't just make it like you're going to pay all this money and then, you know, because everyone's going to be there. It's like, no, sorry.
Yeah.
Beck, how much is it to download Fortnite right now? How much is it to download Fortnite?
It's free, right? I don't know. I've never downloaded Fortnite. I'm probably showing my age.
How much is it to play Roblox right now?
No, but Unreal Engine is also free.
$0.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's, I mean,
so
yeah, this it harkens me back to, like, you know, you're going back to the mass adoption, and like, the reason that I love video games isn't because, like, I was like, oh shit, those graphics, like, they make me believe that like the League of Legends exists in this world, right? It's like I was playing, like, I kept my friends when I was a wee lad, if you will. I like kept my friends. I went to a different school, and my friend group that I have today is from all the friends that I was playing video games with, even though I went to a different school. And I remember bringing over my computer tower, playing StarCraft, the original one, not 2, like playing Dota back when it was a Warcraft 3 mod, and like all these games, like, they brought this sense of community together. So like when you have Undead Blocks with your group, and you have your like 3 friends, and you're going into the trenches together, like in a tournament maybe, and winning cat, like if me and my friends were able to win even like $10 back then, we would be like, oh my goodness, oh mom, screw you, I'm a professional gamer. Like, yeah, like, and even in taking it one step further too, when I was a teacher in Thailand, all of my Thai students, they were playing this game. They're like, .A, teacher, .A. It's like the best game that exists. And I was like, whatever. It's like, I played like tons of all of these games. There's no way this like Thai game is like as good as anything that I grew up playing. And I sit down because one of the kids are like, come on, teacher, you try and play. And they were playing Dota. They called it .A. And so I was like, that's super crazy. But I sat down. Of course I was pudge. I had to show them that I was like a pro. It was game over, whatever. But like, that's the adoption that we're missing out on when you have a $7,000 NFT that's like the gate to barrier to entry. You're never going to get 55 kids in a classroom together with some crazy teacher from America playing Dota together. Like, that is not how you get to the next level of mass adoption. That Web3 is going to revolutionize gaming. Sorry, I'm
Ryan,
preaching
I have to interject there, because if I heard you correctly, you said that you did not let any of your students win. You had to wreck them.
Yeah. No. It's like a show of force, you know, like the big dog in the pack,
like
right? You have to alpha.
Meme where he's like throwing football at
7-year-old kids, and you're just
like, what are you doing? And then he just like sends them in the porta potty.
Yeah. Because then all the kids listen to me. All the kids
too.
Yeah. All the kids listen to me the rest of the
semester.
Son. I have 2 sons. One, 2 sons. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Well, like 3 years from now, the parents that are competing against your kids are going to be in for a wild ride if you're the coach. So
it's no longer slam dunking.
We're going to put them on notice.
Yeah. It's no longer slam dunking in front of their face. It's like something else entirely. Yeah.
You got the best combo.
Somebody in the comments just wrote, "Let's just hear Grant talk sweet words in our ears." So I appreciate that, young wax god. Take me out to dinner first, my good sir.
Yeah. It's just definitely.
But, I mean, you're exactly right. Like,
he'll set up his ASMR channel later. Don't you worry.
Yes.
She's just like ASL from like, what's your age, sex, location from the old chat boards. But I mean, Becca's right. I think from our perspective at Undead, that's why we're doing free to play tournaments to the public all summer long. Because we want people to come into our ecosystem, and then people are going to say, okay, Grant, well, where's the yield coming from? As Ryan says, if you don't know where the yield's coming from, you're the yield. That's why every single day we are soliciting and gathering partnership support so that we have these other Web3 companies behind us and saying, yes, we believe in this model, generate revenue. Instead of paying a board of directors, executives making them fatter, we will give it to our players, those that support our ecosystem. And in turn, the ecosystem will grow. We have more leverage, we can scale. And then you can only do this model with a game that you can stream. you can't advertise on something that people don't want to play. And so from our perspective, that's why we've been putting the onus on the stream. If you want to look at streaming, like, let's be honest, right now you're playing Meta Ops, EV.io, Undead Blocks, maybe a little bit of the Illuvium beta, Big Time, and Blancos. And if there's a couple in there I missed, I apologize. I didn't, not an anti-shill, but we're live. So from my perspective, this is what we need to do. We need to generate revenue, throw massive tournaments, encourage Web2 streamers to come on and play, no NFT required. Get them in our Discord, get them in our Telegram, and say, we are going to tell you guys why this is the way, this is the future. We cannot have any gatekeepers. And so our NFT community, they realize this. And so there will be benefits to the NFT community, exclusive tournaments, being able to earn every single day. Maybe we can't throw a free-to-play tournament every day, but if we, on these weekends, have these tournaments sponsored. For example, we're doing a $10,000 challenge sponsored by PokeStarter Gaming at the end of July. And so we don't know how many people are going to play, but I can tell you what, if you guys are into gaming, all it takes is 15 minutes to download the game for free. Boom. Create a crypto wallet, which again is still a barrier to entry. We can talk more about that, but we're working on it. We're getting to that point where it's going to be as seamless as play and earn, no catch. Everyone knows where the money's coming from. There is no pyramid scheme. There are no Ponzi-nomics. It's just, how do you generate revenue? Use it to pay your players.
Yeah, those Ponzi-nomics, though. I mean, there was so much tokenomics talk.
Oh, they're so juicy, though, especially if you get in, right? It's so juicy.
I was talking to someone who does tokenomics. He helps, and he's like, yeah, my title is just really Ponzi-nomics. And then once it's working, it turns into my title is tokenomics. So it's really funny that it's like recognized.
Anybody that just immediately wants to start talking about burn mechanisms, I just tune them out. Like, this is not what gamers want. Like, they are already participating in an economy where it's an automatic loss as soon as they swipe the credit or the debit card. They'll pay for the skins. They'll pay for the DLC packs. They'll pay for this stuff. They want to feel loved, feel like they're in a community, feel like they're having fun, and they do things that cool people want to do. Ryan, you probably have a Louis bag, right? Like, why would you go for the Louis bag over the $25 Target bag? Because you want to be in the club. You want to feel special. You want to feel like it brings you status.
It's 2022, Becker. Come on.
Look, I mean, Ryan's. I can't profile you. I can't profile you, so we got to go with Ryan. So I'm sure Beck probably would love a Ford Bronco, because a lot of other people that are, all over the United States want a Bronco. Why did that car become so popular? It's because a couple people did it. They said it's super cool, and now bam, you can't find one. So I mean, this is how we win. We know this. We understand the human psychology. We want people to feel exclusive, but we don't want to shut the door. Because if you completely shut the door, people are never going to come back. And that's why, we're fully doxxed. We're backed by Animoca Brands, one of the largest and most respected venture capital firms in the space. Like, if we want to talk about tokenomics, we only raised 4%. That's why you're looking at Undead Token and saying it's been a success so far. We only raised 4%. Nobody's dumping on us. Average play to earn project raises 20 to 25%. Our team is the most lean and most efficient organization in the space. And we're going to have 2 fully developed and funded games before anybody else can blink.
Wait, 2 fully developed and whatever game?
That's the goal. We want to make more games, right? And so everything
Undead Blocks is game 1. What's game 2? What's game what is this? Why? So Wagyu Games.
Are we building?
Yeah.
The games, it's already been built. Most of this stuff that we can use to leverage, at least built in Unity. I'm the biggest Unity maxi there is. I mean, people are going to tell me about the Unreal Engine. Oh, it looks so great. It looks so beautiful. If we're talking about true mass adoption, it's going to be very hard for a lot of people in these third world emerging market countries to even play and enjoy something at that quality. You basically have to have a TI 3080. We were just talking before this call about having that high-end gaming machine. And so from my perspective, I love Unity. So we're tripling down on Unity. Our game looks amazing. It's smooth. It's fully optimized for even shitty laptops that can play. Again, sorry if anyone has a laptop out there, it's not great. Not an anti-shill.
I mean,
but
shitty
and everything we've built.
Laptops.
Everything that we've built, from the leaderboard system to the UI to the actual interface to the maps we're building behind the scenes, can all be sunset and modified and created in Unity very quickly. But we are just working on the multiplayer. So that's where we're going to see the next big jump for Undead is that multiplayer. But when you have multiplayer PvE, player versus environment, it really isn't that difficult to create a PvP. Now, what we'll need to do when we launch a PvP game is we're going to have to up the server capacity, because the split seconds in Fortnite or COD, that's going to make or break you, especially if you're playing for money. So we know that, and that's in the cards. We want to make sure Undead Blocks is the biggest hit of the summer and then grow from there. And so absolutely, Wagyu Games, look, we want to dominate play to earn for the next decade. We know what gamers want. We know that FPS is only getting hotter. Even something like Apex Legends came out of nowhere. Like, no one was playing Apex until like 8 months ago, and all of a sudden it became one of the hottest games on the planet. This is what's going to be streamed on esports. This is what's going to be streamed on Theta TV, Twitch, Facebook Gaming. That's why we're trying to align ourselves with content creators, people that actually play Web 2 games, get all of their feedback, and then just sprinkle a little bit of Web 3 in there.
Nice. Loving everything that I'm seeing. I'm loving everything that I'm hearing, just because it's like actually fun. Like so far, what's great is we haven't we've like mentioned tokenomics as like a silly idea from time to time, but we're actually just like all talking about gameplay and like game design and game development and gameplay, as opposed to the Web3 side of the equation, which is really, really cool. I'd love to open it up too at any point. If people in the audience, if they have questions, please ask away. Like, this is here, we're live, so like this is time to get your things answered as well. But go ahead, Grant.
Right. It's a great point, because you're going to get a lot of games on the show, and you're going to see people in the chat, when earning. When can I play and earn? When can I play and earn? We're going live in 9 days. Like, it's actually 8 days. Like, it's crazy. Like, we've been building for 11 months. Everything we've done up until this point is going to allow us to finally start paying our players in beta. And I think a lot of our community takes that for granted sometimes, because you look at a lot of other games, they don't even have pre-alpha gameplay. And we're sitting here with a fully developed functional game. We just have to layer in the multiplayer, and then we're ready to go. And so the conversation for Undead Blocks has shifted from, okay, let's talk tokenomics, let's talk about roadmap. Now we're talking about how do we physically allow players to start earning and really start growing. For example, we're going to be at TwitchCon in, I think it's November in San Diego. So we're going to be heavily aggressively targeting Web2 streamers. We're probably going to have a big event. We're going to do stuff all summer long for people to have a chance to enter, to come with us to TwitchCon and play for big money on site. You know, I know Beck was just talking about going to NFT London. That's another event where we could see, instead of you walking up to a booth and having them play a game that's not fully developed, we can come there and say, let's give away $100,000, $250,000 tournament at NFT London. Yeah, not saying we're doing this, but it's something that's on our mind. This is why the first mover advantage means everything. I mean,
I know of this great event series called Permissionless, which will have a large gaming component next year.
That's another one.
Put on by Blockworks. Everyone check it out if you have a chance. It'll be next September in Austin. We're going to get weird. We might have an Undead Blocks tournament live. We shall see.
This guy just slides his shills in so smoothly. I mean, my God.
So smooth.
They pay me the big bucks.
He just slithers his way in there. He'd be a Slytherin if he was in the Harry Potter.
You know, I like to think I'm a Hufflepuff, but I know I'm Slytherin at heart. All right.
Yeah, I can see you being a Hufflepuff. Yeah, you're definitely. I could see Beck being a Slytherin too. You guys,
I like to think my spirit animal is mongoose, but I've often been referred to as the golden retriever kind of energy. So
I own a golden retriever.
Hey, lovely energy.
She's about 2 rooms over from where I'm at, so I wish I could walk off stream and put her on the camera, but
there we go. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start taking some questions. That's very cute. Gonna start popping some questions up here. Is there a new EE on the next update?
No EE on the next update, but there will be a new EE for the full game. The next Easter eggs take a long time to build it. Like, we just had an update 2 weeks ago. So no, there will be no Easter egg for the next update. The next update, what you're going to see is you're going to see the pistol speedrun format. You're also going to see the countdown. You're going to see how the leaderboards work. When you complete the pistol speedrun, it'll show you your time. It'll show other times that have been clocked by team members. We're going to have the whole leaderboard reset for July 8th. So you're going to be able to stack up and see how you're performing with your speedrun.
How fast have you seen some people play so far? I'm curious, like on the testing side of things.
Me, I'm at like 5 minutes. But this was on stream. I was streaming on Tuesday, and so I was answering questions. I was under heavy pressure. I was sweating aggressively. It was like 85 degrees. Wearing the hoodie. It's too hot. So I think under ideal conditions, I think I can clock in under 5 minute time. But just picture this. Imagine we go to TwitchCon, we give away $100,000, right? We do this whole thing, $5 to enter. There's 50,000 people that attend TwitchCon. How long is the line out the door for a chance potentially, if you clock the fastest speed run of the day, win 25 grand? This is the kind of stuff that is going to bring in people for mass adoption. And if we ran that event, I guarantee I could call all of our venture capital partners, all of our sponsors that we've already grabbed and say, put some money in and let's ride. This is what's going to get there. These huge events they do in Vegas for Fnatic, FaZe, 100 Thieves, like a lot of people, you'll be surprised. They don't care what they're competing for if big money's involved. During the pandemic, we saw people betting on the weather. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like,
I mean,
you see people,
it's pretty engaging.
People betting on marble races. Like, some of these YouTube channels went viral with this crazy shit that people were doing. But since money was involved, it draws eyeballs and it draws a crowd. And so we're targeting these speed runs to be like the Formula One of esports. Do this challenge as fast as you can. Run through the challenge. We'll pay you for it. But then the kicker is when we do the royales, obviously. Royales couldn't be hotter. Like, let's say 12-man zombie royales, last person standing wins. Oh man, these tournaments are going to be what really helps us explode. And that's why I said I want you guys, both you, to play in our tournaments and play the game and give us feedback. That's what do you want to see from a competition? We can dev it up. We have some of the most talented people in the world building this game for us. It's just a matter of getting that inspo, getting true gamers, that have been playing games their entire life. Not these corporate interests that want to come in and try to monetize and nickel and dime, take every dollar from you. We want people to come in that want to have fun for the love of the game.
Yeah, that's awesome. We got another question. Is there more work to be done on the current map / a bigger map?
So the current map is fully developed. The next map is going to be a mall map. And so maybe that's where we get the Beccatron avatar come in to maybe give us a tour around the map. We're going to have a full cinema with an advertisement reel. We're going to have a kids area. We're going to have food stands. We're going to have shopping where these Web3 companies can essentially build a stall. And so we'll place ammo boxes near, maybe that's where we open something up like the Illuvium Land Sale. We put these stalls up for bid for these Web3 companies to say, okay, this, the spot by the ammo box is going to sell for a lot more than a spot in the corner, but we can keep it fun and fresh. We want to turn these things over on 3-month leases. And so we've already gathered some sponsorship behind the scenes for this mall map. We're just fully constructing it. If you've played COD Zombies, you're going to be able to turn on the power. There's going to be multi-levels for it. But we'd like to get to 8, 9, 10 maps in the first iteration of Undead and just have different competitions and tournaments for each map.
We need to play economy floor for sure. We'll set that up for you. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean,
cool. Yeah.
We're looking into technology where we can have you scan a full body picture of yourself and create an avatar in our game. So again, something we're looking into. I'm not like.
Let me know what you find because I can use that too.
It would be absolutely insane if we're able to pull this kind of stuff off. But that's the kind of stuff we're looking into where then it's like, okay, like what if we made a Becca character, we do the full body scan, and then you can record some voice lines for us. Maybe we charge you like $1,000 to do all this. And now you say, wow, $1,000, I'm in this video game for life. You show all your friends, holy shit, like check, you can play as me and listen to me talk to you the entire time. Like that's the kind of package that we could upsell to people.
I see. I call Bride Zombie, like that is me through and through. All right. I am Bride Zombie. I will have. All right. So as long as you can get me like those zombie runs, I've always wanted to be a zombie on one of those zombie runs. That's like one of the bucket list items that I want to do. So if I could be in a video game being a zombie, that would be so cool.
We'll make you a zombie. You come with me and back to Pilates. We'll turn you into, you'll be walking. You'll be limping around.
Of course, it'll be perfect. We'll add all the marks all over me to do actual capture of me sore after Pilates. I don't know. I'm sure the Undead Blocks community knows the Pilates man, Grant Haseley. So that's exciting. I would love that. So we have other question. When hoodies, obviously good hoodies. It follows up with a very similar question when merch.
Questions.
Yeah, the real questions, the zingers.
So you should all applaud me because we've been so disciplined. Most NFT projects, their big utility is an open barred NFT NYC and merchandise. And so we actually haven't provided any merchandise. So you guys know the open bar is coming at some point, but Yeah, game or hoodie and Snoop Dogg and Eminem talking about us in a song. Those are your two options.
That's kind of cool though.
We haven't even talked. That is cool. We haven't even talked about the Undead album, which is coming. So if you guys have played COD Zombies, you know that there are Easter egg songs. Once you complete the Easter egg, there's a song. We are going to be partnering with local up-and-coming Web2 artists to create music in our game. And so then their communities that follow their music can have another reason to come in. I'm thinking a 40, 30, or 40-song album where there's a big jukebox in the map. You just interact with it. You can flip the songs. Maybe we put out some polls. Our community can vote on the song of the year, stuff like that. This is just not being considered in any other Web3 game. If it is, you guys got to let me know. But this is the approach we want to take. You know, we're trying to develop a comic book behind the scenes, a whole comic series on Undead Blocks, the Zombie Horde, create NFTs out of this. This is not just a game. This is vendetta against the traditional gaming model, but also expanding this whole Undead Blocks franchise to really be the crypto game of the people.
Well, I gotta add to that because like when I freaking loved the albums on all of my games. You know, like I love that like when I had my PS discs, I could just like put them on my computer and listen to the soundtrack, and that was like my favorite thing. So I mean, I think that like more of that music is kind of like intertwined with gaming is the better for me, because there's nothing better than that, getting like hyped up on music and playing like all these trailers that you see, these $150,000 trailers that people make, but they're pretty fucking hyped though. The music is good.
They are. You're just juiced up and you're like, all right, I'm ready to go. Like I can't wait. They do the job. They're very good at what they do. We didn't even release our trailer until our gameplay, but like you're exactly right, Beck. Like that's the kind of vibe we need to go to. Movies, music, gaming. Put it all into one box. Reference crypto. That's why in our game you'll hear the crypto voice lines. We're talking about gas fees on bullets now. Fuck that. Like, you know, people are they're gonna laugh. They're gonna say, "Wow, this is actually in the crypto. Like nobody's leaned into this." But also talking, like you said, about the music, about the culture, about making this so you can bring in this huge spider web of people that will support the game and support the franchise for different reasons other than I just want to come in, click the button, and make money.
Yeah. All right. Quick question. We haven't had gameplay up on the screen for a minute. Do you have the download yet? And if not,
I'm at 3 out of 4 gigs. We're going to need you to fire it up again. I'm hoping maybe
all right. No, it's all right. Left. It should be what we can do in the meantime is the fun thing, which is the giveaway that we have planned for today. Okay. I think we can do that. Yes. So do you want to let everyone know what lovely thing they're going to be getting on this giveaway?
So you guys are all competing. Well, not competing. Our lovely host will be deciding the winner.
Don't worry.
We're giving away an amateur pack.
We play favorites here.
I'll show you. Go to Ryan. Can you pull up your screen?
Yeah. Here we go.
Can you do a screen share? I'll show you what they're gonna get.
Yeah. Let me.
Can we get some like Wheel of Fortune music, maybe? Like,
there we go.
OpenSea.
OpenSea. All right. OpenSea.
Everybody's favorite website. OpenSea.io.
Yes. It's the best.
So type in Undead Blocks Genesis Collection.
Open.
Becca, what's your favorite game show? Go.
Wait, favorite game show? Survivor? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Is that even considered a game show?
Undead Genesis Weapons?
Yeah.
Wait,
like if you could ever be on one game show, what would it be?
None.
It depends on the. Is it like one episode game show? Yeah, is it one episode game show or is it like Big Brother game show? Like where you're like
just one episode game show, like a Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right.
I was on one of those MTV dating shows like years ago.
Okay.
Where I had to like pick.
Wait, you were?
Guy, yeah.
Was it like the fifth wheel or whatever? You're like you date like 5 people at once and you're like next.
Yeah, basically.
Internet, find this video. I need someone tweet me later today. My @ is RyanoRex. We need to find this content.
I can't find it.
What the hell? Did we just? Is this the best alpha you've ever had on?
This might be hands down best alpha we've ever found. Explain the concept of the show. I know. Yeah, explain the concept of the show so people.
I don't know, like Plinko or.
Wait, did anyone figure out what happened to all the apes that were being delisted? I need to
Not yet.
all of that. You know, they delisted.
I see a change of subject happening. I know.
She's trying to slide. The Slytherin's making the move. But anyway, so what is you're just aggressively spamming the scroll button. I need you to spam that all the way back up to the front.
All the way to the top. All right, all the way back to the top.
Yeah, we're going to give away an amateur pack. So the floor on the amateur packs is about 0.24 ETH, which is probably worth about $8 right now. So
I know, yeah. But it'll go up. They tell me it's going to go up. Yeah, so there's that.
To the moon?
But yeah, no, we're going to give away an amateur pack. And so what you guys can do with this amateur pack, A, you're going to get the new skin we just released on Twitter at 4 o'clock. The Galaxy Collection is going to get airdropped to you. B, you're also going to be able to participate in this Friday's tournament. We're giving away $20,000, like I said, for the pistol speedrun. All you have to do is have this amateur pack in your wallet. You will go to wagyu.io. You will download the beta. You will link and connect your wallet that you have the NFT in. Our technology automatically reads it's there, and you're good to go, and you can play this weekend. So it's our gift to you guys, our gift to Play Economy. Thanks for having us.
Of course.
You guys run it however you want. I don't know if you're going to do
it. So the way that we will do this is in the chat. I need you to type in, and I'm typing in right now, Undead in the chat. If you type Undead into the chat right now, it will enter you into the chance to win, and we'll show off the screen. Undead, let's see. How many entries? 5 entries so far. I know there's a lot of more people out there paying attention, so this is your chance. Undead in the chat. I'm going to share this little giveaway thing so we can see. And maybe our 3 gigs will go to 4 gigs, and we can watch one more gameplay. Because my computer, the wonderful
it's so
M1
close
Mac
right now.
Yeah,
it's so close. I'm at like 3.4. I got rugged by our developers. We do an update every 2 days. You don't hear, and a lot of projects don't do an update for 2 months. Like we are very close to delivering this awesome experience for you guys. Hashtag Grant Schill.
Hold on.
But yeah, I mean,
Simply Safe is calling me right now. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. I thought it was going to be something serious.
Who is Simply Safe? What does that mean?
Well, we got a lot of people in the chat.
Are people blowing up? Oh, wow. Oh.
Internet in Buffalo, not on fiber optics. This is why I dual commute between Buffalo and Miami, guys.
Are you in Buffalo right now?
Bills Mafia. I am. Hashtag Bills Mafia. Yeah, I know.
I love it.
I've lived all over. I lived in LA for about 3 years. I was in New York City for about 2. Was in Salt Lake for about a year. So I'm like a hybrid, but Buffalo's great because it's close to my family, and that's going to be the crypto hub of America. JK, but no, it's
Buffalo.
I've been all over. Yeah,
wait,
I know.
Ryan, you're muted. Ryan, you're muted.
Sorry, Simply Safe called.
Can I mute you? Is that possible?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have
Simply Safe actually called this guy.
Yeah, there was.
I know Beck has to leave at 5. Ryan, what do you got? You got to leave at 5.
No,
I can give him about 5 minutes of gameplay. I don't want to leave him hanging.
Right.
I don't want to feel like
we're not going to leave it. We're not going to leave him hanging. We're good. We might just have children that run in at some point. But yeah, we're not leaving. All right. For all the people that have said Undead about 17 times, joke's on you. 1 Undead entry per user. So we have 54 people in right now. Any last people that want to get in? We got 69 people watching right now. Nice. So
chat hot.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to do it. 55 in. This is the last Undead in the chat. I'm going to type it. I'm going to press draw in 5 seconds. And then I have to figure out how to get in touch with whoever wins. 56. All right. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. Here we go. Let's see who it's going to be today. There's a lot of good names in here.
Vincent 10.
Gods in Gaming. Gods in Gaming. Hello, Gods in Gaming. Thank you for the time today. Now I just got to figure out in the chat, Gods in Gaming, say hello. If you feel like blasting your Telegram to the internet, let's go. Yeah. Let me see if I can log into Twitch to see if there's a way to private chat you, so that
guys,
way
have no fear. By the way, we're gonna do another giveaway probably today or tomorrow for the pistol speed run. You're gonna have to make a TikTok or another social post of why you deserve to play in this tournament. So all that did not win. Your day will come.
Wow. Yeah. Why you deserve.
Maybe we can get a Ryan TikTok. Ryan, you a TikToker?
Hey. You know, I've heard of these old TikToks. You know, me and my boomer status, loving to scroll through them TikToks. You know, I just hang out on my phone all day, TikToking away, as they like to say. No, I'm not on TikTok yet, but I feel like
don't quit your day job.
Okay. I won't. Yeah, here, I'm trying to find Gosden right now. You guys continue talking, and then maybe we'll get 5 minutes of gameplay here in just a minute.
Oh, we're going to get 5 minutes. We're at 3.8. It's almost done.
All right.
Yeah, we'll get in. We'll get it in. We'll get one round in.
This is like play me at permissionless all over again, trying to download that Xbox.
I know. Trying to download. Yeah, we had a really fun time. We played Xbox games live with people, and it was intense.
It took forever.
But yeah, the internet there was god awful. But I just want to say to everyone that's paying attention right now, the first thing I need you all to do, like every typical YouTube streamer, smash that subscribe button. Make sure you give us a follow. Catch us on the tubes and the Twitches and all those things. That's like a very important thing. I am whispering to Godson right now. Hello.
Do you think we could have Becca try out for the outro? Maybe we could have her try. I think that could be more effective.
Who's
do we have any rhymes?
You want to? Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a rap or something.
You want me to do a rap?
Yes.
You want me to rap?
It's the least we can. It's the least our wonderful, adoring fans can get from today's show.
Okay. All right. Do I have time to like think about this rap, or am I like freestyle?
I'll give you a quick one. I'll do an Undead Blocks one real quick. For example,
Undead
Blocks doesn't suck cock. Off goes our stock. Yeah. No, I don't do beats. I just rhyme with blocks. Blocks is an easy word to rhyme with.
Ryan, can you feed us a beat?
I can.
Yeah, Ryan.
I can try.
Can you import one, Ryan?
No. So I can do some beatboxing, but there's a slight delay. So just be ready to start going here in like 30 seconds. Ready?
Good. Economy. Showing you the economy. The Virginia economy. With Brian and Becca John and Grant. Can't say his last name, but he's an ant.
Perfect.
I need to prepare next time.
I know. Next time,
I'm going to share my screen with you. The game is live.
Yeah.
The game is live. The game is live. All right, pull it up on your screen now.
Hold on.
Puff Daddy wants to watch it too.
Here it comes. See that?
All right. Here we go. It's pulled up. It's loading up right now, ladies and gents. What's up, Puff Daddy? How you doing today?
It's so close. Come on, baby.
So close. Here we go.
It's coming. It downloaded the whole thing, and then all I have to do is log in with the Undead Blocks testing account. I know we're up on the deadline here. We will get this done.
5 minutes.
Come on.
5 minutes.
Ryan, who's next on your show?
That is a great question. We are, I think, next week. So right now, I am actually next week going to Bermuda starting on Wednesday, drinking a lot of drinks that have umbrellas in them. So I'm very excited. Next Thursday, you will see Becca here alone. And we are trying to figure out who the guest is. We might be doing a special Tuesday surprise. We'll let you know.
Yes,
it's all about scheduling all the counters
for everyone in Asia, because there's so many people in Asia that it's like this is not a great time for them unless they're insomniacs and they happen to be up at 4 a.m. So
we got a lot of Europeans that were upset that this was at 4. I said it's the best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 5 hours difference. It's like 9 p.m. If you're a gamer, I feel like you should be up at 9 p.m. playing video games, unless you have children like myself, and in which case you're not playing video games anymore, which X-nays you from a gamer perspective. So we're right back to where we started. Yeah.
That's a nice excuse for dying in round 2. Oh, I have 2 children.
I know. I have
There
two
you go.
children.
Oh my God, we're at 93%. 94?
Here,
Okay.
here we go.
94?
friends.
We're so right there. Okay,
95?
it's installed.
Oh, there we
Okay,
go,
we're
there we
live.
go.
I'm clicking play.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh.
It's going to load up here.
Here we go.
So this is the brand new beta build. This is going to have, you can hear the sound, right? Is that too loud?
It's no sound yet. I don't know
even if it's no sound, that's fine. But it's blasting in my ears. So
yeah, no, that happened to me when I pulled it up earlier, and I was like, everyone's eardrums are probably dead right now.
If you guys are talking, you know, I'm just not going to be able to hear you. But I'll ship it here.
Yeah. All right.
This is
Turn down the
where
sound when you.
We're dialing in right now.
All right, and I got. Just so everyone knows, I got Gazin Gaming's information, and we will get that NFT sent over to you here in a little bit. So thank you for bearing with me. Locking in. Here we go. All right. And while we're
we
playing
get some
this
time
gameplay,
predictions? We got one shot at this, guys. One shot. Do not let your chance to go. This opportunity comes just once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it.
Well, we got 3 minutes until 5, so maybe get it done in 3 minutes.
Beck's got a hard stop at 5. I gotta get it. I gotta get it done in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Grant probably can't hear this, but I just listened to the new Eminem Snoop song, and like I did not like the lyrics at all. Not that I'm a good lyricist. You saw that clearly. I'm not.
I don't like that.
I wasn't. So
I can hear.
You can hear. Oh,
I can.
Okay.
All right.
So don't talk shit about me. I can hear you.
You got to beat your 5-minute time. You got to beat it. And then someone asked what weapon. Someone asked what weapon. I would add a bow and arrow. I fucking love bow and arrows.
We have a crossbow.
Oh, you do? Never mind that. I can do it.
He's jumping all over the place. He's like a spider monkey. Oh my goodness.
Guys, okay, we're going to run it one more time.
Well, it goes really fast when you die that quickly. Sorry, that's something that you could have said to me.
It's so hard now. We have made the game incredibly difficult, and that's good because it has to be hard.
Yeah.
If it's hard, it's engaging, and people will love it. It's so fucking hard to talk and do both at the same time. Beck, I know you got a 5. I got to do this in a minute and a half. It's not going to happen, but we're going to do the best we can here. We're going to ship it again.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see it happen.
Okay, so top right corner, you're going to see the amount of zombies you need to kill as well as your timer.
Okay.
Yeah, I sucked there, guys. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I won't hold it against you after my amazing display earlier.
I've never been a professional.
There we go. All right.
All right.
My hand is sweating.
Yeah.
Clamming.
It's okay. Ryan's not playing.
I'm not even going to aim there.
All
right. Let's see if we get some good crypto voice lines in for the crowd, too.
Well, so we all know that Grant, because he's the creator of the game, has turned on his headshot, hacksaws, and everything of that nature. So clearly, if he wins,
they just come in so hot. You gotta like avoid.
Dude, they do come in hot.
They come so quickly.
They come in incredibly fast.
Are they?
And that is out of by design. Like this is not an easy speed run.
Oh my goodness!
No, you fuck. Okay, we got him. We're good.
This is not PG.
Not financial advice. Holy shit! They're literally right on top of that.
There's so many of them. There were like 1,000.
This is a lot.
I know they're literally right behind me. It's like I have to turn around. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're incredibly good. Well, no, I whiffed. I got to get back to the ammo box. Okay, we're all right.
Yeah, Grant. It says a Slayer Wolf has said you're not actually doing the pistol speed run right now. Maybe it's.
I'm only doing the solo mode. Well, this is what it's going to look like. At least this is the same difficulty for the speed run. Holy shit!
Oh my god, there's so many of them. What the hell?
It's just so fucking hard.
This is amazing. Like, okay, I'm just gonna say this is amazing. From the types of games that you typically see in the Web3 development space, like the fact that we're like cringing and like like that, like I feel the heart wrenching thing because it's a game. It's all right. It's all right.
It's so hard.
Is there anywhere
you can
hide? For you guys. I would just want to hide. I would go in there and start the game and then like hide somewhere and collect myself and like just like peek out, you know? I feel like I'd be so freaked out
now, especially trying to answer questions. Like I don't know how these streamers are gonna be able to do it. So, but that's good though. Something that's difficult gives people a reason to get better, compete. Then once you master it, you complete the speed run. Then it's how do I do it faster and faster and faster? There will always be like a world record going. So that's the vibe we want. That's the Undead Blocks 101.
Yeah,
that's cool, guys.
It's gonna be like some like 19-year-old kid who's just like so fast fingers, probably.
Yeah.
Fast firing neurons in the brain. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Grant, for coming on. This was a lot of fun to play. And I'm excited to see the new beta drop. I am hoping that it'll have an update on the Mac, so that way it runs a little bit smoother for me.
Mac is good now. Mac's good.
Okay, cool. And then other than that, where can people, I know you have the tournament coming up, but where can people find you? What's going to be exciting in the next like 5 months for Undead Blocks?
Well, I will say, let's deliver this PC and Mac game. Let's continue building how many Wagyu accounts we can get to. We want to get to 250,000 Wagyu accounts this summer. I know it's a very lofty goal. It's a high expectation, but if we can get to that number and we are continuously paying players out and having a good time, I swear to you guys, the sky's the limit with this thing. We obviously want to move into mobile. Undead Mobile would be the next move. And then the sequel, which would probably be set 10 years in the past, which is going to be that COD style PvP approach, maybe sunsetting all of our maps. But we got a lot on the scenes, and I want every single one of you guys that joined, just download the beta. It's a lot of fun. Give us feedback. You can come into
free to play.
It's free to play.
Yeah.
You don't even need a crypto wallet to play it. So all the feedback you
guys
send us makes you stronger. Yeah, but you can find me at Grant_Undead on Twitter. You can find Undead Blocks, obviously, on Twitter at Undead Blocks. Head over to our Discord or Telegram. There's a lot of knowledgeable people that can help you guys get set up and get started. It's been an absolute pleasure, and thanks for having me, guys.
Well, thank you. We love you all. Thank you, everyone paying attention. We will be back next week on Thursday at 4 p.m. East, like normal. We might have a surprise for you come Tuesday, so pay attention to them Twitters, and we will see you all soon. Thank you all. This is fun.
See you guys.
We love you. Bye. I think there's a thing that's a closing thing. Thank you. There we go. All right.
There you go.